Yo. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Random Monday stream. I'm back, baby. What's up, Sergeant Doom? No way, I finally caught a BoxBlair stream. Let's go. Uni, what's up? Just editing new series. Let's go. Debrew, welcome, welcome. Finally streaming in my time zone. Let's go. First BoxBlair stream on the new rig. Let's go. Olives, what's up? Hello, bro. I'm from here. From where? From where? From Earth? I hope so. I hope everyone's well. Alright, today we're working on the mob farm. Alright, the hostile mob farm. And I've made some pretty substantial progress on it. Haven't made any progress on it for the past week because I've been away. But I got back today and I was like, I got the day off tomorrow. Let's stream and let's do some work on it, you know? I think that'd be pretty cool. 15-year anniversary of Beta 1.7.3 is on the 8th. That's actually kind of elite. Didn't know that. We gotta do a celebration or something. A year of Macca's enslavement later, I finally upgraded my shitty 3050 core i5 laptop that was from my parents. Dude, that's elite. Let's go. Macca's enslavement paid off. That's what it's all about. You gotta make money to get what you want. That's elite, dude. I remember that feeling of like mine as well. I spent ages saving money for my computer. It was so satisfying. So that's elite. Alright. Let's get into the game, shall we? And let's not... Oh, it's nighttime. One moment. Wait, I have a... Oh, aha. Genius. The new rig is peak. Makes Minecraft Java run really fast due to elite single core performance. Hell yeah. Yeah, I remember when I went from like a laptop to a PC and it just felt like I was inside the game. What specifications are required to play Minecraft on your version? A potato, I think. Bare minimum, you just need a potato. I don't think you need much to run beta. I mean, it's not very well optimized to be fair, but you know, Minecraft in general is not very well optimized to be fair, but I don't think you need much to run beta Minecraft. That's for sure. Alright, so welcome to the farm. Lukey does stuff. My favorite Lukey. Farm. Big farm. That's the plan. This is what I've built so far. I'm actually kind of building 2 of them. And yeah, this is like Deadly's design. I've made a tutorial for this. And yeah, I'm building 2 of them. And it's taking ages. I'm ready to see some relaxing beta content after a long chaotic after so long of chaotic beta content, indeed. Okay, I need... What do I need? I do need some more redstone. I should have grabbed some of that, actually. We'll do that later. Yeah, we'll do that later. Anyway. So yeah, right now I'm just working on the platforms, and making all the invisible stairs right now, which is like the massive grind. If you want to look at all these invisible stairs that have already been made, there's like invisible stairs everywhere in this thing. So yeah, that's just been a huge grind, but yeah, I thought I'd bring you guys along for the grind because yeah, this is gonna take ages, and I thought this would be perfect stream content, you know, perfect stream content. You know, grindy stuff where I can chat with you guys, hang out, because I haven't streamed in, I'd say at least 5 minutes. I don't know exactly, but I'd say it's been at least 5 minutes. And then on top of that as well, you also get to see the grind, you know, the behind the scenes grind that goes on with a project like this, you know? Get that. Problem is I'm kind of an idiot and I can't do what I'm currently doing and look at chat. But 1 second, let me just complete this. There we go. And now I can look at chat. I have some random graphical issues. A random gray screen of death. Interesting. Throw out the computer. Throw it out. Feels really great to have my first big purchase, this whole rig being my enslavement to Macca's. Yeah, I feel like the first big purchase in life is always a scary one. I remember, like, I started to, like, research and put together my computer just before COVID hit. And, yeah, I remember being super stressed out about buying the wrong things or, you know, whatever. But it all worked out in the end. Now, this is more grindy than the rail work. Yeah, at least it's more interesting because we're outside, you know? The rail is just a grind and it's also, like, just very uninteresting to the eyeballs. Whereas this is, like, massive grind. But at least you can look around and enjoy the scenery, you know? I appreciate seeing you live again. Thanks, Olives. I appreciate seeing you at any point in time. Do you believe Herobrine is real? No. Did I when I was a kid? I don't know if I really did, but I also didn't, like, choose not to believe him as well, you know? Like, it was something I was like, I want him to be true, so, like, I'm not going to think too hard about it, you know? What farm are you doing? This is a hostile mob farm for beta 1.7.3. And, yeah, right now I'm doing the invisible stairs, which are exclusive to old versions, which are basically stairs that allow, like, entities and stuff to fall through, but, you know, mobs think that they can walk on them. It's kind of like trapdoors in a way, like the modern equivalent of trapdoors, or I guess the beta equivalent of trapdoors. What did I run out of just then? Stairs. I have plenty of stairs. But yeah, I'm building 2 of them. I've done all the collection system down here, which was really quick. And now this all this floating stuff in the air takes ages. And that's the dropping, the lava droppers, you know, so that it's, you know, you can turn on and off the farm. But yeah, I've done that on both sides. I've done all the invisible stairs on both sides here. And now it's just a matter of doing this over and over, building the platforms, filling it with invisible stairs in the middle, and then building the next platform, do the same thing again. So it's gonna take a couple of minutes, maybe even hours. Why make the stairs invisible? What if you don't see them? Wait, what? Why make the stairs invisible? What if you don't see them and fall? Well, because so the yeah, I don't know if I explained this before that comment or after that comment. I don't know. When they're invisible, you can, like, walk through them. You know, obviously when stairs are like this, you can't walk through them. But when they're invisible, you can fall through them and entities can fall through them. So it's, like, helpful for the farm. When I bought parts, I was stressing about buying the wrong parts. I felt bad dropping 4K on it, but now I have it. It's great. Yeah, exactly. I remember when I was building my, I don't know, I assume you built your own PC. I remember when I was building mine, I, like, couldn't find the proper attachment for, like, my fans. And, like, I was like, I could have sworn, I could have swore I bought it all. I could have swore. So I was, like, super stressing out. But turns out I just didn't look, you know, hard enough in the box. which was, yeah, it was quite stressful. But once it all worked out, I was very happy. It was 10 out of 10 worth it. I feel like it's just like a good challenge, you know? A good challenge to do it all yourself as well. So yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Piston Wizardry, I'm too pre 1.7 minded to understand. This guy doesn't even know what these are. Hang on, let me make you feel a little more at home. I'm gonna do this alpha texture pack that Coal Powered gave me. It's so he made it so that the furnaces, you can't really see them, but the furnaces still have their proper tops. It's not just stone. And then spruce has like the proper leaf texture as well when it's neon. It's got the proper spruce texture. There you go. Does that make you feel a bit more at home? Why not use the trapdoors? Well, first of all, trapdoors, they don't really work the same way in old Minecraft as they do in modern. Like, they're not as effective as far as I know. And secondly, this is like super effective. This works so much better because this is essentially, you know, where I would have to have a 2-block gap between these and trapdoors on either of them. Now I only need a 1-block gap and they'll still walk on them just the same. So it's like a little more efficient. Technically, you don't really need the invisible stairs, but I think it increases the rate of the farm, you know, somewhat. So, thank you, Daug. I got you. Why didn't you play version 1.20? Wait, what is it? 1.26. I forget the new name, like the nomenclature or whatever. I forget the way they're doing it now. Oh, what the hell? Wait, what am I doing right now? There we go. There's quite a few reasons I don't play the modern game. The main one being like compounded bad decisions that I find a bit frustrating. You know, the game could have been perfect in a lot of ways, but there are certain choices that were made that frustrate me a little bit about the modern game. And then I also, you know, I don't necessarily have all the time in the world, so the simplicity of the old game is quite nice. You know, the old versions is quite nice. The slower pace is quite nice. And then I also found this, you know, this niche community that I felt like I could make a difference in and be impactful in. So that was also part of it, is being able to be a part of a community like this. And hopefully be somewhat influential, or, you know, a positive influence. So yeah, there's a few reasons. It's the year plus version. So, for example, 26.2. Heh. Wait, it's like... Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So it's like... Yeah. So it's like 26 is this year, and then 2 is like the second update of the year, right? It's something like that. I think that's what it is. Give me that. Okay, where's my bed at? Over there. Yeah, I think it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. You know, look, I don't really, you know, I don't hate it as much as some people hate it, but it's not. I think it's less intuitive from like a game development standpoint, right? But you know, it's Minecraft. You know, everyone knows what the hell's going on with Minecraft. So, all right, I'm changing this back. Docspot, good morning, welcome. But Bedrock has already fucked up the new system. Drop 2 is 26.30 on Bedrock. Look, Bedrock is just dumb in every way, okay? Just, I don't even want to touch Bedrock with a 10-foot pole these days. It annoys me. Beep bop, beep bop. Beep bop, beep bop, beep bop. I don't understand how people can play Bedrock for long amounts of time, if I'm honest, because it's it's so hard to play. All right, goodbye. I need my wood. I didn't really plan out the way I was doing this too well, if I'm honest. What I really should do is make this my central place and kind of get rid of that a little bit, maybe. It doesn't matter. I play Budrock with my little. With your little what? With your little what? I assume it's like your little brother or something. Which, that's fair enough. Look, if it's you know, like chill time with family or whatever, like that's fine. That's fine. I like some of my friends want to play on it, and I just can't. I just can't. It's so, it rage baits me. I don't know why. I don't know why. I can't handle it. I'm gonna head out. All right, catch you later, Olives. Have a good one. 1.12.2 is the best version. Has the best mods. It's pretty good. I'm trying to think of any major issues I have with it. I mean, obviously, mending exists, and phantoms, they exist in their current form when they could be so much better. But not egregious as, like, you know, the villages issues and stuff like that, I guess. Like, that's not in there, so it's kind of like a, you know, it's up and down. I just don't understand why they didn't keep 4J making the non-Java ports. They did such a good job. Exactly. I don't understand why either. Which old Minecraft Java version would you recommend? I would recommend beta 1.7.3. That's what most people enjoy, I would say. If you're like just getting into modern Minecraft, modern Minecraft. If you're just getting into like old Minecraft, you know, I think beta 1.7.3 is like the most. It's probably the easiest one to get into. It's got the most. It's like the most complete old version, I would say. If you're looking to play like a beta version, it's the most complete old version that still retains, you know, a lot of the core features that everyone likes. You know, like the no hunger, the no sprint, that sort of thing. And all the quirks. Where are the other back to beta members? They are banned. They're all banned. No one else is allowed to play. It's just me. I don't know. Probably asleep or busy. At the moment, you know, there's been behind the scenes things going on. So I think right now people are taking some time. Phantoms don't exist until 1.13. Well, in that case, that's chillin'. Hi, just clicked. What farm are you building? Sorry, Mine Prime Slime. Sorry for the late response. I'm building a mob farm, a hostile mob farm for beta 1.7.3. I kinda wait. Far out. People are yapping. 1.2.5 is pretty nice. 1.4.7 is pretty nice. Beta 1.7.3. Oh, it's responding to the other bloke. I see. I kind of wish the ID flattening happened after 1.13. So peak modding. Yeah, I agree. In the beta version, there's no hunger bar. How do you know when you're hungry? You don't get hungry in beta. There is no hunger bar, and you don't get hungry, so you don't need to worry about it. You never get hungry. Okay, need that. What's up, Akron? Good morning. How do you sprint? You got to double tap W. I still haven't worked it out yet, but apparently Notch said that was coming soon. So I keep tapping W just to test it out, but hasn't happened yet. All right, next layer. I'm gonna go like all of this one first, and then all of that one. I don't know how much we're gonna get done today. Probably not much because it takes a long time, but we will go. How do I get Elytra in beta 1.7.3? So, you know, I mean, first of all, you got to go to the Nether and you got to just look for blazes. All right, you got to find a Nether fortress. They're pretty rare. They're pretty rare. So try and, you know, you got to really look hard. And you know, if you haven't found one yet, you know, gamblers always give up right before they make it big. So if you haven't found one yet, it's because you haven't looked hard enough. So just keep looking. Anyway, once you find that, you'll you know, you can get blaze rods, kill the Enderman. And again, Enderman's super rare, so you know, you're gonna have to look for a long time for them. And then eventually you can go to the end and get the Elytra. I'm not wearing mine now just because I you know, I left it in my other pants, so you know, I'll get it later. What biome do I find horses? Can't wait to make an update on beta 1.7.4 when Notch drops it. Yeah, I agree. I know it's gonna be elite. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Any day now. Any day now. What biome do I find horses? Plains biomes and savannas, I think. I'm thinking, yeah. There's somewhere around. There's somewhere around. Have you tried, you know, looking in corners? Or, you know, behind the couch? They might be there. They might be there. Is that music too loud? Maybe a little bit. I want the music every now and again. The vibes are high when there's music, you know. By the way, me and the old man put this rig together. Oh, that's elite. That's such good, like, father-son bonding time. My dad knows literally nothing about the computers, I think. One of my friends helped me work it all out. Because I'm pretty, like, I'd say I've been pretty tech illiterate most of my life. But I'm learning. I'm learning. Do I need to put torches on here for now? Nah, I'll be sleeping in due time. Is the music too loud? You guys let me know. Feels like it's alright, but it could be too loud. Sorry, this is very high stress maneuvers right here. Alright, very good. Tips for dealing with oceanic ping? Move country. Get to go to a different country. Will you try to capture video like Cripper 2001 did with Alpha 1? I'm confused. I don't know what you mean. Sorry. Chill the fire. Step 1. Blame Tony Abbott for booking the MBN. Music needs to be louder, 100%. Okay, let me slap it up there. I feel like you guys are memeing. It's quite loud for me. I spawned myself at the Farlands in my beta world. It's like having monoliths in beta instead of alpha. I feel like that's cool. I feel like, except for the fact that all the lag, you know, there's so much lag, or I guess, desync. It's not really lag, is it? It's like desync between where the game thinks you are versus where you actually are. Isn't that kind of what it is? I don't know. If I comment here a lot, can I join? Sorry, buddy. We don't like the British. Maybe if you comment a lot, yeah. If you comment heaps, maybe I'll be able to see it. And then I'll go, oh yeah, okay, this guy's committed because he commented so much. You could be on the money there. I just realized I was going to do this where I'm doing these staircases. I was going to do it on this side so that I could actually stay close to like my bed and stuff, but Oh well, I guess I'm just an idiot. Hey, what the hell? I'm tempted to buy an Xbox One just to have peak vanilla MC. Yeah, I never really played. I did play on like I didn't have an Xbox, but I played on PlayStation. Uh, so I had like the PlayStation 3 version, but I just never enjoyed it as much as you know, Java on the PC, just because you have so much more like movement freedom, which I always enjoyed, even as a youngin. Even though like most of the other games I played were on PlayStation. I have a mod that fixes that. Oh crap! I don't know what the fix was. Oh, the fix for the Farlands. That's actually dope. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. If that's the case, that's actually dope. I would love to get to the Farlands one day, but that's not today. I don't think we would ever update this world, but if we were to, it can't happen before, you know, we get to the Farlands. That's like number one. That's rule number one. Alright, let's get rid of these. Okay. I was literally about to join right now and build the biggest base possible within a day. You had no idea. Do you think old Minecraft versions are good? Yeah, I do. I think old Minecraft versions are elite. I also added diamond rails that do double speed. That's cool, except for the fact that it costs diamonds. that's too expensive for me. Jesus. Should be gold. The gold, the make it like. Well, I guess there's already gold rails. Hang on. I guess diamonds are the only option. Never mind. Disregard. You were right. I was wrong. I ran out of dirt. Frick. I prefer the potato update. Season 56 of Betamore traveling to the Farlands. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to be 100 years old and traveling to the Farlands. If we go 27,000 blocks out each season, one day we'll make it to the Farlands, yeah. Okay. I need more redstone, otherwise I won't be able to... because I keep... My torches keep falling off the edge when I piston them, so... I keep losing all my torches. Luckily, I went out and grabbed, like, heaps of redstone, so I'm pretty much set. Also, I bought a shitload from Gray's shop, so I'm pretty set on redstone. Hey, Blair, do you like building farms? I do like building farms. I don't know if you've noticed, but a few of the things that I built are farms, so... I do like building farms. I liked Mojang's Infinity April Fool's snapshot. I hope someone makes a mod like that for beta because that'd be fire. That would be fire, actually. That was a really cool April Fool's one. That might be one of their best ones. That was really cool. Reminded you of that door dimension mod? I don't know if I know that one. Unfazed, by the way. I'm confused what that's in reference to. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with like what you guys are talking about. Bro was used to falling through blocks. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I'm very unfazed by it. It's not my first rodeo. It happens to me all the time. No flinch. Yeah, I'm not even phased, bro. Not even phased. You flinch, you're a puss. Alright? You're a coward. Big coward. See that? My redstone torch gone. Frick. Gone again. Gone again. See, we just losing redstone torches out here. That's alright, we got plenty of them. There we go. Yeah, I feel like I fall through blocks so often on this server, and like only once, and this was like maybe like the first time it happened. This was like ages ago. Only once did I flinch, and it was like over lava, and I fell and died in the lava. So since then, I just know that I'm not going to. So long as I just let it happen and just wait for it to finish, I'm chilling. So yeah, unfazed. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm so used to single player. Every time you ping through the dirt, I jump out of my chair. Yeah. Honestly, I think the worst part of my multiplayer experience on this server is probably the like latency in opening chests and things. It's so like jarring when I move to like single player worlds, how quickly chests and furnaces like open for me. I wish I could fix that, because like the amount of time I would save, you know, not having to wait for chests. That, and also my zipper elevator working. If my zipper elevator would work, that would be so nice. But unfortunately, I live too far away from it. What did I... Is this correct? Did I finish this correct? Yeah, that's good. It must feel so weird playing on a server hosted in Australia for you. I've played on a total of 1 servers like hosted in Australia. Like I don't think I've ever really truly experienced good ping in my life except for one time, and I just can't imagine that being the norm, you know? Like, I can't imagine being able to log into like Hypixel and not have to worry about ping being an issue, you know? Like, it's just such a foreign concept to me, you know? You ever heard of this beta YouTuber called Darko? You should add him to the server. You reckon? I don't know. Sounds kind of cringe. Nah, I'm joking. I like Darko. He's cool. He's already in the server, silly. Have you have any ideas why servers from the from the server where the server is hosted? My ping is through the roof because I live so far away. That is the sole reason, unfortunately, and there's nothing I can do about that except move countries, which is not gonna happen anytime soon. That's for sure. What am I doing? I need that. I don't know if you know what Vintage Story is, but I made a beta 1.7.3 texture pack that looks like Vintage Story, and it's really silly looking with zombies and drifters and skeletons. And I've played Vintage Story one time, and it was kind of fun. That's a cool idea though, having the texture pack for beta 1.7.3. You should definitely send that to me. I have a Discord. You should send that to me on Discord. My name's BoxBlair on Discord, by the way. Started a brand new Australia hosted SMP. I might just punish everyone in this server and turn this into an Australian hosted SMP. Then what? Then what are you guys gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? Time for me to make back to beta server hosted in Sydney. Yeah, exactly. Unbeatable plan. I'm going to host my own server in Australia, but the map's upside down. Oh, classic. I get it, because Australia's upside down. You know, from my point of view, you're upside down, okay? Who decided? Who decided which way was the right way up, huh? Who decided that the North Pole was the North Pole, huh? Eh? Who decided? Arbitrary. Could have been either way. Look at that. We're getting mob drops already. Elite. Eh. Alright, did we just do this one? We just did this one, didn't we? All the way to the end? Perfect. Discord captures are actually difficult. The Lukey Akron collab has already happened and it included Good Boulderfist. Wait, what? Huh? Just let him die, man. Just let him die. Wait, is my stream still going? Am I crazy right now? Oh yeah, it's still going. So for a second, everything died. Crazy, man. In about 200,000 years, the magnetic poles will flip. Australia will be the right way up. We're just playing the long game. I mean, who decided that the magnetic poles determined that, you know, which way was up and which way was down, huh? Who decided that? All arbitrary, I say. Australia on top. Still searching for that beta free cam mod. Yeah, I don't know if there's like an individual mod for it. Frick, I'm losing all my torches. I don't know if there's like an individual mod for it. I've only ever sort of seen the one on Beta Unleashed. And that's like the only one I use. And I only use it like right now. This instance that I'm playing on right now doesn't have it. This is my main instance. But Beta Unleashed doesn't work with this instance. Or like the free cam mod doesn't just singularly work with this instance for whatever reason. So the only time I use free cam is in that instance just for like you know, cool cinematic shots for the videos, you know. Otherwise, I don't really like to use it all that much. Oh, frick, I forgot. Give me that. Give me that. There we go. Give me that. Beep boop. When you stand still in beta Minecraft, it looks like I'm agging. You mean you're lagging? When you stand still in beta Minecraft, it looks like I'm lagging. Okay. I'll just keep moving then. So on Beta Unleashed 2.0, Beta 1.7 fabric finish, yeah. Indeed. Give me that. Oh crap. Sorry, I just gotta lock in for this right now. Give me that. There we go. This side. Done. as in this layer's side. See how long that took? This is my life now. This is my life. For the next however long. I'm currently maxing my industrial empire in 1.12.2. I got Corey found some weird gems called matter gems that go kaboo when you throw them. That's crazy. You got hella mods by the sounds of it. I never really mod that much, if I'm honest. I'm not big into modding. I like playing the game to like its limits in regular, you know. But each to their own, you know. People can play Minecraft however they want. That's why it's so successful. I really liked when Psycraft was in 1.12 because they did everything. That was like a good example of like a server that just did everything in like a single version of the game, you know, because they didn't update because of, I don't know, they still had things to do on 1.12 or whatever, but they just like did everything possible, which was awesome. It was very satisfying to see that, you know. Where's my haste beacon? Oh shit, I must have left it in my other pants. Ah well, we can do without it for this one. I'm gonna run out of redstone torches. This is tragic. Your tools don't have mending on them? Bro, they're gonna break. No. They do. You just can't see. I turned down the, you know, the enchantment glint, you know? Because you can do that. You can turn down the enchantment glint. So, yeah, you just can't tell. Yeah, they definitely have mending on them. Alright, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Slime is like netherite of beta. How do you have sticky pistons? There's a couple of slime chunks really close by, down in the area. I made a massive hole over there basically, and there's some slime chunks down there. So I killed a bunch there, and then also at my base over at spawn, I dug like a tunnel down to bedrock almost. And there was a slime chunk down there that I cleared out, and I just managed to get like stacks and stacks of slime without even having to make a farm, which was nice. So yeah, that's pretty much how. I have plenty enough slime to go around. I feel like it's not too difficult to get, if you manage to find a slime chunk. It's just finding the slime chunks and like clearing them out properly enough is the most annoying part, but otherwise it's not too bad. Is this everything? Just gotta check this every now and again just in case I make a mistake. Yeah, at the start of this I had like a stack of sticky pistons, and over time they just keep falling off the edge. That's something I wish was in beta, hoppers. Because then I could at least put them in the chest, I wouldn't be wasteful so much, but I'm obviously too lazy to go down and get them every time I drop one. It's alright, I got plenty of redstone, so I can always make more. Oops. Didn't mean it. What am I doing? This. What mod pack for 1.12? Oh, he's asking. Yo, what up? Listen videos, welcome to the stream. What's cooking? Guys, when I walk away from this to get my redstone, when we walk back, you're gonna see how epic this thing is gonna look when it's done. Because it's gonna look freaking epic. Get beta 1.7.3 better than wolves, it adds hoppers. Nah, I'm also a vanilla purist though, that's the problem. My two I don't know, morals, I guess. Oh. Catch you later, Lukey. Have a good sack hit. That's good. Alright, I am going to grab some redstone. So let me drop off some of this. What am I building right now? Right now I'm building a hostile mob farm for beta 1.7.3. And I'm currently building the platforms that the mobs are going to spawn on. And then I'm also pistoning and like creating some glitched stairs. That basically the mobs think they can walk on them, but they fall through them. It's kind of like how trapdoors work in the modern game. But yeah, it's cool. You don't need hoppers if you have Akron, true. Alright, let me slap this in here for now. Yeah. Good enough. Let's get some redstone. Yuck. My only gripe with beta is that ice boating doesn't work. That's a pretty small gripe to have, I think. Oh, hang on. Let me sleep before I start my walk. Some people really hate the boats in beta. I don't mind them. Like, I think the modern boats are great. You know, they add a whole lot of, you know, they add a whole lot of fun to the game. But I actually kind of like the uniqueness of how bad boats are. You can boat under the ice and roleplay as an Arctic seal. You can do that. You can definitely do that. By the way, I also play Beta 1.7.3. Nice. Anyway, this thing is gonna look so cool. We got the catchment areas here looking good. These are just temporary, these signs here. Because they it was so that the ice the water wouldn't turn into ice. So I'll remove those eventually. But yeah, let's wander away and we'll get a look from it from a distance. I prefer boats in beta, just not on a server. Yeah, I wish they worked better in a server. I wish a lot of things worked better in servers in beta the longer I've played. Maybe one day someone will be able to optimize it a bit better for us. So we got to build the community so we can get big brain people like that to come in and help us. Hell yeah. Looks so cool. Looks so cool from our storage area over here. What's happening? What's happening? Oh. Are we alive? Okay, we're alive. I don't know what happened there. Something happened. But I did just notice all my minecarts are fucked up over here. This is infuriating. I think I'm losing minecarts. There was definitely more dirt ones earlier. I think they're falling down there. I did catch a few down there. But yeah, they're definitely falling away. I'm definitely losing minecarts. It's a bit annoying. And this one's the worst one. By far. I need to fix this somehow. The cobblestone one. I mean, I kind of knew that it was going to be bad when I made it. That was kind of expected. But that doesn't mean it's not annoying and that I need to fix it at some point. Alright. We got some more torches. I'm going to bring some sticky slime with me to make some more pistons, probably. Alright. My only gripe with Alpha is that half the caves are like 3 centimeters deep and strip mining is the only option. I completely disagree with that. I don't understand the kind of caves that people seem to find in beta because mine used to complain about this as well. And I totally disagree. Caving in beta is elite. You can go on forever. Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand that at all. Liminal even. Yeah, I know. So liminal. I might as well take this redstone up with me. Yeah, I'll just bring it up with me. I need some cobblestone because I'm going to need to craft some. Let's actually just drop this for the moment. So we can craft some some stairs. Because we just need endless stairs, basically. Give me that. Alright, that's pretty good. We pick all this up? No, we can't. What can we leave behind? Probably some of the wood, I guess. Go away, go away. Probably just 2 of these torches. We don't really need, I suppose. I guess we can fill that up. Oh, I already had some of these. That's kind of cool. What's going on there? Go away. 46. Alright, we got 46 left. We can bring this, bring that. Okay, we're good to go. Did you ever listen to those albums I suggested? I don't remember. Probably. It's fun when you find one, but it seems rare. I don't find that. I really don't find that. Maybe we gotta press F3 more and find the mobs. Did you ever wait. I love the beta caves. It has small and large caves. I really like the alpha caves that feel like tight fissures due to the skinny as fuck generation. This is so cool. I actually started my own beta Minecraft world. I've been playing on it and recording for 2 months now. You really gave me the inspiration I needed to start my own world. That's awesome. I just posted a video. Hell yeah. Let me see. I might have bumped into your channel before. I always follow people who post. Subscribed. Everyone go subscribe to listen videos. I'll watch your videos later. Alright. Where to next? What are we doing? I forgot what was happening. I needed redstone for torches. That's why I went down and got a whole bunch of redstone. Now I need to get back to the job. No worries, dude. I'm gonna... Wait, you can't see. Wait, can you see? Yeah, you can see. Yeah, I'll definitely check out your videos later. I always like to see, you know, new people posting beta in the beta space. I need more chests. I don't know why I didn't just make a double chest earlier, but I wanted them to be separate. What are you? Okay, you're this. You can carry this. I don't need this much redstone. You can go in there. Get out of here. Now I need dirt. Where's my dirt at? Give me that. Give me that. Do I need anything else? Grab that as well. Okay. Let's do this side now. I like the aesthetic of beta, but there's nothing to do. I get bored if all I do is build. I need to explore. I mean, it's fair enough. People play the game in different ways. That's fine. It's fine. You don't have to be interested in something you're not interested in. You know, playing wise. See, the thing is, like, I think maybe it's just because I have like less time. You know, I find that the you know, the grindy aspect of beta, like, feels like you're working towards something. You know. Whereas in modern, like, if I'm just going out exploring, although it's fun, at a certain point I feel like the reward like wears off, and I feel like I'm almost wasting my time. Or I'm not really achieving anything, you know. Whereas at least in beta, even when you're going caving, like, you're collecting resources in some way, it feels like you're achieving something, or like you're collecting resources, and that will eventually go towards a build, and you know, you're making progress in some way. I think, to me, that's a part of my mindset, I guess. I started making a horror game, and I used reverbed beta squid sounds for the jump scare, and it's like actually terrifying. I can kind of imagine that, actually. What the hell? That does sound kind of terrifying. Cool that you made your own game. Thank you. My dream is to reach 10k subs, but It's kind of hard to get views. Tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. You think I got 10k subs overnight? No. Some people do. Not me. The key is just to keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. And eventually you'll get what you want. I'd argue beta has the best aesthetic out of any version. It does have a it's got a very specific aesthetic that I think is very, like, Minecraft, you know? When people think of Minecraft, they think of, like, old versions like this, you know? They think of the aesthetic of old versions of Minecraft, and that's why I think, you know, there's a lot of that nostalgia going on, even with people who weren't around for these versions. You know, there's that nostalgia aspect, or that, you know, comforting aspect of these versions. It's a very specific aesthetic that is, you know, kind of lost in the modern game. Because they're taking it in a very different direction, you know? They're taking it in this very polished, very smooth, very professional direction. Which I feel like, you know, lost the kind of heart and soul of the game a little bit. You know? A perfect example is, like, you know, the baby mobs, you know, adding all the baby mobs. Making everything pixel consistent, you know? From, like, a game development point, and from, like, you know, a polished standpoint, you know, a finished game, it makes sense. But from, like, an aesthetics standpoint, you know, it's less fun, you know? I like the way the old Vex looked. I don't care that it wasn't pixel consistent. It was like a vibe. It had a certain vibe about it, you know? I feel like if I became in charge of Minecraft... No! Oh, wait, I thought my pickaxe broke. I'm having a stroke. I feel like if I became in charge of Minecraft, I'd try a hammer in the beta... I'd try and hammer in the beta aesthetic while preserving the content. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things you could do to the modern game that would reinstate that aesthetic. But I just don't think they're gonna ever do that. Like, you wouldn't even have to remove much or, like, change much about the game. Oh, wait, was that all of it? You wouldn't have to remove or change much about the game to bring that aesthetic back, in my opinion. But it's just not something that they prioritize, I think. Boop, boop. They got a different vibe going on. Speaking of vibes, we just got vibes in the music coming on right now. Stay hydrated, guys. The thing about Bedrock is that it's kind of keeping Java alive, in that it's making them a lot of money. As far as I know. I'm not, like, a game developer, I don't know the ins and outs of game development, but it seems like that's kind of the case. But I do, yeah, I think Legacy is better. Okay, damn, this is loud. Let me bring it down. Let me break it down for you. Minecraft Community 2 changed. Modern community is bad? Wait, Minecraft Community 2 changed. Modern community is bad. I think I get what you're saying. Like, it's so different now than it was back then. And it's almost like, yeah, worse now. I think there's just so many people now you know, who play the game and have different opinions and different views, and you know, the game appeals to everyone. That's the thing. It appeals to literally everybody. So anybody who has a differing opinion to you can enjoy the same game as you, and that's tough. Like, that's kind of tough from a game development standpoint, right? Can't please everybody, I suppose. And I think that can be negative on the community as a whole sometimes. Nope. Water on top? You mean up here? Yeah. I was just doing it just to make sure that the catchments were correct. If that's what you mean. But then it turned to ice, so I gave up. To code updates as both Java and Legacy are so close in terms of code. Be easier to write the same update for both games. Yeah, that's the worst thing about Bedrock, I think, for me, is like it takes, like, Java is like held back because Bedrock, you know, Bedrock is so much worse, or like so different to code in or whatever, and like also has to appeal to all the different kinds of devices. I think by the sounds of it, mobile is like the most hard one to adapt into. Like, for example, the bundles, like they took so long to add the bundles because they couldn't figure out how to make it work in mobile, is like what I heard. Is the word on the playground. Which, you know, it does suck because it kind of stops Java from, you know, being at its full potential, I guess. Yeah. Some of Minecraft's updates aren't great, but some people act like they didn't pay $15 when they were 10 years old and be given free content. Like, I like Betamore, but people hate too much. I do actually agree with that, to a certain extent. I think it's okay to be critical, you know, of the direction that a game you love is being taken. I think it is fair enough to be critical of that, you know. But I don't think it's fair on like the developers who are just doing their job, you know, and half the time they're probably being told what to do. You know, I don't think it's fair to really hate on the individuals, you know. But I think it's fair from like a player's standpoint to want the game to be good, you know? And that's mainly why I am frustrated with the modern game, because in my head, like there are small things that have occurred over the past, you know, few years that change the game fundamentally, that like they're so close to being good, but they're not. And that is like frustrating because it could have been great. Could have been everything I ever wanted, but it's not. And I think, you know, it's okay to be critical of that. It's okay to, you know, want it to be what you want it to be. But yeah, don't hate on specific, you know, developers or whatever. Unless it's Jappa, because obviously, you know, those textures are awful. I'm joking. I mean, I'm not joking, but like, don't hate on him. Don't hate on him like to his face personally. You can disagree with his art style, but like, you don't have to hate the guy, I guess. You don't know the guy personally. You don't have to hate him. You don't have to wish death upon his family or anything like that. You know? Know what I'm saying? Am I making sense? Am I spitting bars right now? I do think actually that some of the updates that they've been bringing out recently are pretty cool. I don't mind the whole sulfur cube thing. I think the new dappled forest is gonna be pretty lit. Like, that's fine, you know. I think that all that's fine. I think it's cool. yeah, like I said, it's just those fundamental things that they got wrong a few years ago, or you know, refuse to fix now, that sour the game a bit for me. I wonder what took them so long to add commands to Pocket Edition, keeping 8-year-old me pissed off. I don't get why they took so much time to do the bundles when the community already made add-ons in a span of months. I mean, but were those add-ons like available in Pocket Edition? Because that was my understanding, at least. I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but my understanding was that they couldn't add it to Pocket Edition. Like they couldn't make they couldn't make it work in Pocket Edition. That was my understanding. The only part I liked about the new textures is armor, tools, and minerals. I like the minerals. I can understand. I can get around it. I get that it's for like people who are colorblind. And the minerals are okay. Again, I think they're smooth. I think they're too smooth. You know, make them. Like, I think the biggest problem with the art style direction is that everything is too smooth. Like, Minecraft's aesthetic was very particular, and they changed something so fundamental at heart about the game, and that was tough, I think. Crap. I need more smooth stone. Let's go get that, I guess. Yoink. Yoink, yoink. How much has this got left? 20 durability. Is there anything I can mine right now? Yup. If I mine this, it'll be twice as fast. Let's just finish this guy off. What has he got? 3. There we go. Now we don't need him anymore. Okay, let's walk back, and we'll grab some stone. Yoink. Give me all that. Give me that. Wow, we actually used almost all of it. Honestly, happy about the sulfur cube. Oh, sorry, hang on. Let me start from the top. Wind chargers are so good. I wish they added them in 2011. Wind chargers are fun. They are very fun. I really like the whole, like, you can use them with elytra and stuff. Boost you up and whatever. That's cool. Would be even cooler if, you know, firework rockets didn't boost you. I never really tried to do redstone in beta, but I've been getting an urge to try and make simple semi-automatic farms, and then build something around it. Might be becoming my next video. It's a great idea. You should do it. Start small and try everything yourself. The best way to learn redstone is, you know, is to try it yourself. Don't build the most efficient redstone in the world. You know, build spaghetti redstone. That's the best way to learn. And it's more fun that way, I think. Doesn't have to be perfect. Give me that. This is so broken. Hang on. Why does this happen? Just to this one. This is the only one this happens to, where like the carts get stuck up here and stuck in that spot. It's so annoying because I want to recall a cart right now. But it's not gonna work. Okay, hang on. Let's get these, hang on, let's get this smelting. Number one, let's get this smelting, and while it's smelting, we can, oh, wait, we already have some. Nice. I was gonna say, while it's smelting, we can fix that, but maybe we don't even have to bother. I'll let you guys decide. Should we fix it right now, or should we just get back to working on the farm? Because we kind of, you know, we have the smooth stone already. Give me that. Oh my gosh, hang on, I gotta catch up on chat. You guys are talking out the wires, and I like it. I want to engage, but I also gotta grab my stone. quickly. Before they get disinterested. Quickly. Um, Honestly, happy about the Sulfur Cube update. We need more red and yellow blocks. Plus, I get to make the sickest games. That's true. I think the Sulfur Cube is cool. That's fun. I'm not talking about the items like diamonds, gold ingots, iron ingots, tools. They're good. The rest is hot garbage. Oh, okay. I see. They were add-ons in the Pocket Edition. I remember it when I was following up with the Bedrock. Oh, interesting. In that case, I have no idea why why it took so long. I don't know why it took so long. Maybe they just wanted to continue rage baiting the community. All right. Someone said Dazzling then said work on the farm, so I'm just gonna continue working on the farm, but ignore that problem with the with the minecart and the cobblestone. But how cool is this? But also, how long is this taking? I mean, Jesus Christ, it's crazy. What a lovely stream to wake up to. Yes, hello, Boop City. I'm working on my farm. Hope you had a good sleep. Make sure you drink some water and stay hydrated. How good is water when you're like a little bit dehydrated? It's like so good. 10 out of 10. Water, tea, and Pepsi Max are the only liquids I drink. I'm not a big tea drinker at all. As in, I don't drink tea ever. Don't really drink any soft drink. I drink water and milk and sometimes juice. I don't drink coffee or anything like that. Alright, next layer is ready for pistoning. What up, gamer? Lord Bad Ock, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I should get my water bottle since I'm sick. Yeah, you should definitely drink some water if you're sick. It gets you less sick quicker. It's just science. Alright, now I need these. I need way more. Give me that. Give me those. Okay. And I'm gonna need these eventually. That. Okay. Good to go. Maybe some more dirt, I guess. Water only, baby. Let's go. My friend won Monster's giveaway. Let's go. What was his giveaway? I don't even know what his giveaway was. Didn't even know he was doing one. Burped. You are ridiculously quiet? Am I really? Why did nobody tell me? Maybe I just need to lean into my mic a bit more. Hang on, let me pull it closer to my mouth. Is that better? Maybe the music is just overbearing me right now. People say this all the time, that I'm really quiet, but then some people are like, no, it's fine. So it's kind of confusing. When I listen to myself, I think it sounds fine. Hello, the cardboard guy 3000. Welcome to the stream. I think we're getting all the Americans. Wait, is it the Americans? I don't know. I don't know what time it is right now. I'm confused. My volume is all the way up and it's pretty hard to hear. What if I turn the music down? Can you hear me better now? Hang on, let me mute myself real quick and let me listen to my stream. One moment. The mic volume maybe, but the thing is it's turned up, like it's turned up. Maybe I just need to lean in more. How's this? Like it is turned up, and if I turn it up anymore, I feel like it doesn't sound good. I don't know. Maybe hang on. When I record, I always have to increase the volume in post. When I record, I always have to bring it down if I've turned it up, I feel like. Hang on, let me turn it up. Let me turn the gain up. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? Because, like, for recording, like, that is so loud. Alright, you guys let me know. I play modern beta. Nice. I need to get back to that server. I want to be more involved in what's going on there. Because it's such a cool place. And Cultroid is like a W's gentleman. Oh, I actually fell off that time. I actually genuinely fell off that time. Yeah, I want to get back to... Oh, what? Why am I back here? How did this happen? How was my bed obstructed? Oh, I slept in my base, that's why. Okay. And I want to be involved in like events and stuff there, but it's just so hard to keep up with. There's so much happening all the time, and I'm not integrated to the world, and like I don't have the time to commit to like 2 worlds, you know? Like I'm very committed to this world. And this is my place. So it's like hard to then just like I don't know, it's hard to justify the time working on like a separate world when I have so much I want to do in this one, you know? It's hard. It's hard. I want to I like my perfect in my ideal world, I would join in on like all the events that modern beta had to offer. Like I really enjoyed like the dog soccer event and the spleef event that they did. Like those were so much fun and I loved being able to stream those. But half the time I can't make the start time, and half the time I miss out on like entering myself in. So it's like I always miss out. It's very frustrating. Have you linked back to Betamore yet? Not yet. Not yet. That'll probably come maybe later this year. Either later this year or maybe towards the anniversary, who knows. The World Pup is soon. IIRC. It's giant dog soccer. Wait, what? The Squid Game event is soon. How I need to enter myself into it, I assume, right? Give me that. Did you see Penguin Zero's new video? The UK government is trying to ban YouTube. I didn't see his new video, but that does not surprise me one bit. The Australia is similar in that it's trying to really control what people can do on the internet, which is very frustrating and very concerning as well. I really don't like the idea of them being able to have that much control. You know, the whole Face ID thing. Yeah, I didn't see specifically the video you're talking about though. Okay. Bing, bang, and bong. Alright, back to business. What even happened? I fell off for some reason. Oh, I was over here, wasn't I? Wait, what? How did I fall off? Was I over there? I fell off for some reason, but I'm not really sure why. I think I was making the platforms over here. Oh, buy. They want to buy YouTube. Oh, okay. I just assumed it was banned because they, they've banned, they're doing the whole social media bans situation, which is dumb. Buy YouTube? The UK government wants to buy YouTube. Why would they want to buy YouTube is the question. Like, why? You gotta ask why about these things. What do they gain from buying YouTube, if not just control over the platform and what can or can't be said about them, stuff like that. That's how I feel about it. It's like, I don't know. It's all about control, man. Once these people have enough money, all they want to do is control you. That's what it feels like. I'm no expert. I'm no conspiracy man, but like, sometimes that's how it feels. I'm an American studying in the UK. I use a VPN for pretty much everything. Yeah. I mean, that's the way to go, right? Even in Australia, they have the same kind of situation going on. Like, you don't need my face. You don't need my face to allow me to watch YouTube. It's like the whole, and it's under the whole guise of like, guys, it's for the children. We gotta protect the children. It's like, that's not your job. It's not the government's job to be the parent of the child, Like, it's up to the parent to decide what the child can and can't have access to, I think. I think there's deeper layers to the situation that they, that they want, like, outcomes of, It's not about the kids. If it was about the kids, they would spend that money, on educating the parents, Because if you educate, then the next generation can pass that knowledge on, right? But if you just put a fix to it, right, then I don't know, the government just has control over what you can and can't do, and I just don't like that, But I'm no expert on the situation either. I'm just a guy who thinks things sometimes. Australia needs a charter of human rights ASAP. What? Bro, in the World Cup, Sweden had to go up against France. We only got to have our best dribbler for 30 minutes of the match, and France got to have Mbappe for the whole match. So unfair. I haven't really been following it that hard, if I'm honest. When Australia plays, I've been watching, that's about it. And we're out of it now, so I'm not big into soccer. The only place that should have age verifications are adult websites. Even then, like, I don't agree with, like, the whole, that whole adult website situation. But, like, yeah, I feel like the sites themselves should be regulated in what they can and can't show. Not the person, not the individual who is going to those sites, right? Like, that's kind of how I feel about it, right? Like, a government should like regulate what what they can and can't show, I suppose. Like, I don't think a kid should be on those sites, obviously, you know? Like, I think that's not good for them, you know? It's not good for their development. I agree with that, obviously. But I think it's such a slippery slope, you know, to force someone to show their own, like, to show their face and be able to be tracked, essentially, by the government, you know? All because they want to watch some spicy videos, you know? I don't know. I don't have fully fledged thoughts on that specifically, I guess, but this is yeah. Did you know we reached the corner Farlands a while ago on Modern Beta? I did not know that. That's insane. Far out. That's some mad dedication. On Twitter, YouTube said UK government wanted to boost the algorithm for BBC. That's the reason. I mean, there you go. That's it, right? They want to boost. They want to boost their own agenda, right? And they want to market it to you as if that's the whole truth, right? They're like, oh, you know, we're so great, whatever. But it's like, really, they're just manipulating what you are exposed to, I guess, right? Like that's what it is. And like, what are they? Well, like, who's gonna stop them, right? At this point, like, there's so much blatant corruption and whatever in governments around the world, and it's like, what can we do? The individual is essentially powerless. You know, like, as a collective, that's when people need to step up. But it's so hard. It's almost harder than ever to organize groups that really mean something and are able to achieve change, because people are always so at their throats about dumb, useless bullshit, right? Shit that doesn't matter. My piston! This is the worst thing since, I don't know, 9/11. I'm joking. For children's safety, we need their face location and knowledge of what they are doing at all times. Exactly, for their own safety. You know, I was in China the other week, and they have cameras literally everywhere. Literally everywhere. Not even a joke, not figuratively, literally everywhere. You know, you can't walk down the street for 50 meters. What am I doing right now? You can't walk down the street 50 meters without seeing a camera. You know, you could be put literally anywhere in China, like GeoGuessr style, and you could probably see a camera without, you know, turning your head too far, right? Like, that's how it feels. That's how many cameras are around the place. And that's because their whole system is like, you know, they have your Face ID, they have your, like, thumbprints of, like, everybody in the country, you know, to be allowed to use, you know, the gas pumps and whatever, frick, you know, to buy groceries or whatever, right? And, you know, as soon as you commit a crime, you know, it's caught on camera instantly, and, you know, it links to your face, and your face links to your, you know, your bank account, and then they'll charge you, you know, for that crime, you know, within 2 seconds of you committing the crime, essentially, right? I mean, I don't know if it's, like, that accurate or whatever, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of vibe they have over there. And it feels like that mentality is what, like, every government is trying to seek to do right now. Because that level of control is, like, unmatched, you know, in terms of, like, power. Like, the power that one person can have, like, in, you know, the head government seat, right? Like, the power over people, right? Like, what do you do when you have all the billions of dollars in the world? You want to make people do things. They're digging to the world border? What do you mean they're digging to the world border? They should be banned fully regardless of age. Valid opinion. Rugby union for the win? No, dude. Rugby league, man. Rugby league. 200,000 left to the world border. Insane. I hope YouTube ain't gonna fold, because right now they're fighting it. Wait, I'm cancelled? Why am I cancelled? What did I do? What did I say that was so controversial to cause me to be cancelled? What did I do? Xi Jinping is going to come after me. Do you have democracy in Australia? Yeah, we're supposed to. You said 9/11. Oh. What, I can't just say the words, ah! Crap. I can't say the number 9/11 anymore. Is that too controversial? Alright. Yeah, insta-cancelled. Damn it. Oh well, we had a good run. Okay, let me order this again. It's the worst thing about dying is I have to pre-order my stuff every time. I thought that was a drop again. Meh. People are so sensitive now. I agree with that. I agree with that sentiment. People are very sensitive now. I think people take things too seriously sometimes, you know? Sometimes we just gotta chill and just not care as much. We care about dumb stuff too much, I think. And that's sometimes our downfall. It's okay to care. It's okay to like things. But it's also okay to kind of be like, nah. You know? Alright. Did I finish this layer? Is this layer done? I think so. Oh, I didn't even do this side. God damn it. This takes so long. Can you try and pronounce the letter? That just looks like... Okay, I'm gonna guess. I mean, first of all, is that like a... it's like a Nordic kind of country kind of thing, you know, like Sweden or like Finland or something. It looks like a screaming man, so I reckon it's like a... Or like... Yeah, that's it. That's it for sure. Hello. Yeah, got it. Nailed it. Swedish type shit. Yeah, exactly. Who's your favorite? Oh my god. Who's your favorite Betamore player? Whoever's online with me right now. Let's see. It's just me. I mean, I don't want to say who's my favorite. I can't have favorites. It's not allowed. There's people I get along with more than others. Or I spend more time with, I guess. There's people who I naturally get along with better, you know? Kind of close. No way. It's like yo. Is it actually yo? Yo. Yo. Hello. Like that. Mine 1001. What's going on? Tay Fun, welcome to the stream. Wow, we've been doing this for almost 2 hours and we've made so much progress. It's kind of crazy, isn't it, guys? We've made 3 layers. Wait, have we made three layers? It's more of a darker tone. Yo. I don't know if we've made 2 or 3 layers. I can't remember. But welcome to the pain. Roblox gamer, welcome to the stream. I think you're in the wrong place though. This is Minecraft, not Roblox. I actually never played Roblox. I think because that accent mark is in Jo Mingler. Nailed it. I wish I could speak another language. When I was in China, their hospitality was awesome. I was very much, they liked me over there. Every time, it's funny, because every time you say, like, anything Chinese, they're like, whoa, oh, Chinese so good. You know? Like, I would be like, oh, ni hao. And they're like, whoa, nice one. That's so sick. Good job. You can speak Chinese. And I'm like, I can't speak Chinese. I can say hello. But they love it, you know, they love it because they're not used to it over there. Whereas like, you know, when like a Chinese person here is like, oh, hello to us, we don't go, oh my God, dude, that's so sick. Nice. Good English. It's kind of funny. I had a point to this story, but I totally forgot what it was. Point is, if I could speak fluent Chinese, that'd be elite. I feel like that would be really cool. I'd love to be able to walk up to like a Chinese person and just like fluently speak to them, you know? And they'd be like, oh my, their minds would be blown. Because if their minds are blown by me just going ni hao, or like shit, you know? Then imagine if I could actually speak their language. Their heads might explode. What is happening right now? What are you doing? I'm building a hostile mob farm. I'm actually building 2 of them side by side. And right now I'm building the spawning pads, and I'm pistoning in invisible stairs, which are old Minecraft beta 1.7.3 like exclusive thing. Basically, that essentially mobs think that they can walk on them. It's kind of like trapdoors in modern. Mobs think they can walk on them, but they can't. They fall through, and it's like a glitch block. Anyway, give me my stuff. Somebody needs to count how many times I've fallen off this thing. A few times. Try not to fall. Mission impossible. I thought I was the only one who plays the Minecraft beta. No sir, there's a whole community of people that play Minecraft beta. You're not alone. Any Australian YouTube recommendations? I personally love Dank Pods and his car thing channel. I've never heard of that guy. Australian people? Honestly, I don't really watch that many different people. Myself. I can't think of a single Australian YouTuber right now. Yeah, I'm completely blanked out. There might not be any. No way. What's up, Master Peppy? I love York Hunt or Spotto. Dude, I don't know who these people are. Am I out of the loop? Am I what the kids call an unk? Is that what I am? What the youths are calling the unks? Devastating. Devastating. What am I doing? W modern beta. I like cold ones and explosions and fire. I don't know any of these people. Two drunks and an Aussie doing backyard chemistry. That sounds actually elite. Hang on. That sounds really cool. I heard that Australians speak loud, but hearing your complete opposite. Yeah, I mean, I'd say typically, yeah, people are quite loud, but I mean, you know, there's a whole range of Australians, just like everywhere else. You know, there's the there's the generic Australians out there. I'd say like as well, you know, a lot of people say that I like enunciate very well. Like I don't sound too Australian, you know, when I'm doing YouTube or like this. But I feel like when I'm with like my friends, it's like way different. I feel like when I'm doing this, I talk a different way for whatever reason. But like not in like I'm not putting it on or anything, but it's like it's different. I feel like I want to be understood, so I talk very like in a very specific way to so that people understand what I'm saying. But then like when I'm with my friends, it's like you could probably never you wouldn't be able to distinguish what the hell's going on. It's just illegible. What about the Big Les show? Okay, big fan of the Big Les show. That's a 10 out of 10 for me. What's going on, man? Big Les's peak. It is. Sometimes I just go out all out and quoting Big Les. Alright, more of these. And then that'll be another layer done once this is done. And then we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers. And then we have to go to this side and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 layers. So we've still got, you know, 17 layers to go. Yeah, it should be done pretty quick, guys. We should be done very soon. Hello again. How's the grind going? It's going good. We've done 2 layers probably. Mark Gallagher, 23. Not sure if I've heard of them either. That feels like it rings a bell a little bit though. I'm from Texas, where I'd say I don't have much of an accent, but in the UK they keep pointing it out. I'm starting to notice it more. I feel like isn't the Texas accent like one of the more like obvious accents? I feel like American accents are typically very easy to spot. All right, let's slap this down then. Bing, bop, boom, frick. No. Is there a tutorial block by block for the beta tree farm? I can't remember if Sync we went block by block. I don't think he did. You can download it as well though and have a look for yourself. It's not too difficult to kind of copy. I've thought about making one, but I haven't had the time recently, so maybe if you beg. I'm joking. As a dual citizen in Australia, they think I sound Scottish. And in Scotland, they think I sound Australian. I've always kind of wondered that, especially with people who, like, I mean, obviously Scottish people speak, like, English most of the time. But, like, you know, say you're, like, from Russia, you know? Do they have, like, when they go back to Russia, when they speak Russian, is it like an Australian Russian now? You know, do they have a twang on their Russian? Surely they do. I feel like that would be hilarious. I've been working on a mod that adds corrupt distorted world. I sent a screenshot in Discord. Nice. Let me have a look at that. Whoa, what the heck? Is it for modern? Yeah, it must be. That makes the world look crazy. Nice work. Alright, let's get back to it. May I ask what this is? Is it a mob spawner? Yeah, it's a mob spawner, Olives. It's like Deadly's mob farm from Season 1, except there's 2 of them. It's gonna be craziness. It's gonna go so hard when it's done. It's funny how your Australian side always goes back to Britain after 5 or 6 gens. What do you mean? 5 or 6 gens? I don't understand. Also, like my profile picture, I didn't really notice what it was. Hang on. I can't really tell what it is. I oppose to pay work. I don't know what this meme is. Sorry. I guess I'm just not chronically online enough, maybe. I don't know what it is. 5 or 6 generations of family? Wait, really? Interesting. I've picked up some British words, and my Alabama friends call me filthy tea drinker. Feels like a slur. Filthy bean eater. My heater turned off. It's all cold now. No, I went too far. I wasn't paying attention. Beep bop, beep bop. Beep bop, beep bop. Beep bop, beep bop, beep. Beep bop, beep bop, beep. Beep bop. Beep bop, beep bop. Beep bop, beep bop, beep bop, beep bop, beep bop, beep bop. You sent the full thing to me. Okay, let me look at it. I posed. I mean, isn't that just politicians? That's just all politicians, really. I wouldn't single her out. That's just every politician. They take the pay rises and don't pay their workers. I think it's just wrong that, like, being a politician can be your job, you know? Like, being a politician is like an actual job career. I feel like I feel like it used to be just something you kind of did, you kind of decided to do on the side, you know, in like your free time is like a passion thing. Now it's like something you can actually do to earn copious amounts of money. And I think that's kind of wrong, you know? Money shouldn't be the incentive to be a politician. But I think people are going into politics specifically because they know it pays well. Am I crazy for saying that? That's how it feels. It feels like that's crazy. I feel like that shouldn't be the way. Oh, it's about to be night time. Let me walk over to the bed and then I'll see. Pauline is evil. She hates immigrants. She doesn't hate immigrants. She hates unregulated immigration. There's a difference. I don't think she hates immigrants. Aren't some of the people in her cabinet immigrants and like people from overseas? I guess not her cabinet, but like her party. I don't think she hates immigrants. I think she just hates mass like importation of people. Like I fundamentally she hates people who prioritize, well, she hates a government that is prioritizing uh immigrants over citizens of the country. I feel like that's like the crux of her point, right? I don't think she hates immigrants. Just join the Discord server. Let's go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The New South Wales Premier is a good example of a good politician. Of course, his politics are subjective, but his plans to retire after a second term and return to a normal life. Look, I don't believe anything politicians say before, you know, before they're in office. You know, there's been way too many times where politicians, you know, say all the things that you want to hear, and then they don't actually do that. You know, it's like just politics 101 is say what people want to hear, and then don't do that. I mean, Albanese is a perfect example. Pretty much, I mean, almost everything he said to get elected, he's gone back on, right? Like that's just a fact. But like, pretty much every politician is like that, I swear. Like, it doesn't matter what side, like what party you're looking at, like, I think they're all the same. They're all doing the same thing. I don't know. I don't know enough about politics, really. Like, it's not my expertise, I suppose, but I know Minecraft. Everyone hates on immigrants unless you're from Africa. Vote 1 Sergeant Doom for PM. Anyone from the major parties is dumb. Can we all agree on that? Yeah, I think just everyone from any party is dumb. Anyone, and the other thing as well is it's like it's always old people, you know. It's always old people in the positions, and like in some cases that's okay because they're trying to preserve, you know, certain traditions and values and stuff, which like you know, in some ways I think is good, but like in other ways it's like I don't know, if you're over 65 or like 70, it's over 65, like you shouldn't be able to vote, you know. Like what you're voting on is not in the interest of like the future generations, you know. That's yeah. I feel like that's probably a good way to put it, I suppose. Like most of the voters that are that age are probably like, okay, look, how do I benefit myself? It's my turn to get the benefits, right? It's like, no, man. Save it for the younger generation. Anyway, I have a dream where I came in, fixed the joint with 2-term and dipped. I'm not a career politician. Anyway, that's politics talk done, I think. We don't need to talk too much more politics. I don't know. I'm no expert on politics, that's for sure. My mum uses her Alexa to call my Alexa when she needs help, and it's not a great way to communicate, but that's the way she insists on. At least she's, making an effort to communicate with you. Some people don't get that. Remember that. Minecraft equal made in meatball country. True. Meatball, the meatball country. It's very true. All right, back to pistoning. In other news, I've been tempted to learn an instrument. Which instrument? It's funny because I can hear her down the street anyway. What's up? Because why not YT? Welcome to the stream. Crazy thing about Minecraft is that someone might be playing like you in beta version chilling, and some people are fighting whole wars and SMPs at the same time. That is true. I mean, you think about all the people who are like fighting in Bed Wars or, Sky Wars or whatever right now in like PvP servers. Maybe there's someone on 2b2t who's blowing up someone's hard work, There's like countless things probably going on right now in Minecraft. And I'm in beta Minecraft doing this. Give me that. How did I do that? Everyone has been there until you mature and find your peace in beta. Indeed. This right here is peace. Just straight vibes right now. What? My vibe is ruined. I'm ruined. All I have left is Spider-Man. Oh, wow, I jumped way too early there. No! Okay, it's fine. I hate Java Bed Wars because Bedrock bridging is what makes it fun for me. I'm not a fan of Bedrock bridging. Unpopular opinion, maybe? I don't know. What's your opinion on stage servers where the fake story slash makes films like Unstable SMP? Honestly, I haven't really seen a whole lot of that, to be honest. I don't really... I mean, it's not for me, probably, to watch it, but I get the appeal, I suppose. It's good that there's like a you know, an outlet for that, I suppose. For people who do enjoy that. Oh, I just had a creeper die. That was scary. I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, my shovel. Here we go. In terms of like scripted content, I mean, I don't really care too much. I mean, if it's entertaining, it's entertaining, you know? Like, people get all upset about how, like, Dreams Manhunts, for example, are, like, you know, could be fake or could be scripted. It's like, at the end of the day, it's a very entertaining, you know, video product, right? It's the same for these. Have you tried World Edit for beta? It's quite cool. I very minimally have. Not really. I would say not really is the true answer. Not really. I could give it a try, I suppose. It's definitely a bit janky, but it's probably worth a try at some point. I think that's better left to someone like Ryan. He's been doing a pretty cool series where he's been utilizing mods and stuff like that, so I think that's better utilized for him. I'm less interested in that, to be honest. I like my survival. I think it's cool they make films, but it's not really for me either. Yeah, fair enough. What's up, Johnny Woodstock? Welcome to the stream. BoxBlair, electric bass is the instrument. Oh, cool. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I mean, learning anything new is like always going to come with frustration and, you know, there are days where it's like not worth doing. It feels like you should quit or whatever, but if you stick to it, eventually the reward will come out, you know? It's the way it is. It's the way life do be. I'm thinking of learning the triangle, but that's just me. Pretty complicated instrument. I would really love to be able to commit the time to learning an instrument one day. One of those like complicated ones, you know, like the violin or like the piano, guitar, like an actual instrument would be fun. But not today. Maybe one day. I got other things I gotta learn. What the fuck? Deadly's Mob Farm? Yes, indeed. But there's 2 of them, so it's gonna take twice as long to do it all. This is the next video right here. I've been working on it. I hope you guys are excited. should be a pretty cool one. I included a segment in there that I'm not sure what you guys are gonna think about it. Hopefully you enjoy it. Something I've wanted to do for a little while, but don't know how well I executed it, but we'll see. It's always hard trying new things like that because it's like, you know, I like the crux of the video is, you know, about building this farm. But then you throw something experimental in and then it's like, you know, you're putting in jeopardy the crux of the video that is the farm. The actual interesting part. Sometimes I'll build something up that I'm really proud of, and then I'll include some section at the start, and then people don't watch until the actual part of the video that I'd want them to watch too. But that's the way it is sometimes. Let me restock where are my redstone torches? Give me that. Give me that. Alright, I think I got the rest covered. Greetings from Aruba. Welcome. I didn't realize you were from Aruba. I can play piano, started a few years ago. That's so sick. What other things do I do? Like me personally? You know, I do other things. Yeah, I do other things. Why learn the piano when you can already play the note block? True, that's actually facts. Maybe I should spend all my time learning the note block. I honestly feel like if you could play piano... Oh, what the hell? I feel like if you could play piano, it would probably help you learn how to play note blocks easier. Like, understanding exactly what notes they are and, like, being able to not read music, but, like, convert it better or, you know, have an ear for it, I guess. Because that's the hard thing with note blocks, especially in beta where, like, you don't have any... Like, there's not really any mods that kind of allow you to see the notes. You kind of just have to have, like, an ear for it, I feel. Do I know who Cliff Burton is? No, I don't. Piano is good learning theory. I'd start there personally. My beta mega mansion has a jukebox wall because the note block texture is off center and exposed. Farlands diamonds coming in clutch. Hang on, what? I lost track of what's going on. How do you have 10k subs and only 20 live viewers? I don't get it. Yeah, I mean that's just the way the news goes, man. It's the way the news goes. These days people don't look at the you know, subscription feeds. You know, they look at when people go to YouTube, they look at their homepage, you know, they don't look at their subscriptions feed. So most people probably don't even know I'm streaming. And it's also probably the time of day as well. And also the day, it's Monday, you know, people aren't on YouTube on a Monday morning in most places, or midnight in America sort of thing. I don't know what time it is there, but you know, that sort of thing. It's not the optimal time. But it's the time that I get to stream, so I'm glad you guys are here. Just curious, you don't have to share if you don't want to. What are you up to in your personal life? Are you a student? Are you working full part-time job right now? I mean, I essentially have a full-time job. Is essentially what I have. People seem to think that I'm not a very busy person because I post a lot or I manage the server or whatever. But truth is I'm very busy. And yeah, my job is like quite taxing, so yeah. But I won't get into specifically what it is. But I appreciate you asking. I did used to study. I was studying physics and engineering at university. But I kind of didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do with that when I was doing it. Yeah. Oh, jukeboxes cost diamonds? That makes sense. Yeah, it's a whole wall of diamonds. That is true. I didn't really understand what you meant by that. I was thinking about note blocks, so that was kind of... I didn't really put the 2 and 2 diamond thing together because I was thinking about note blocks. Thanks. Yeah, no, things are well. Things are well. And I get to travel. I get to travel with work. So that's fun. Are you religious? If so, what religion? I'm not religious. I did go to a Catholic school, but they didn't really, you know, it wasn't really like forced on you or anything like that. But no, not religious. None of my family is religious or anything like that. And I don't really have any beliefs in regards to divine meaning or divine beings or anything like that. I think religion is interesting, you know, from a psychology standpoint, you know, and like a moral standpoint, you know, it's very interesting. But I have no stick in the game when it comes to religion. Hang on, let me just pack this away. I gotta shriek. Which way am I going? What does this do? This is a mob farm. Wait. Oh my god, they're after me. Gotta sleep. If you could work any job in the world and money was an issue, would you want to be a YouTuber full time? I mean, if money wasn't an issue, I mean, I'd probably still just do this as a hobby. I'd probably just keep doing this as a hobby because this is fun. And like doing YouTube gives me a lot more meaning and a lot more purpose to actually building fun things, and like being committed to a world, you know. But if I didn't, like, what would be my dream job? I feel like being an astronaut would be really cool. That would be a pretty cool job, I think. I feel like that would be a dream job. But I'm not smart enough to be an astronaut. My body's probably too too broken. What does this do? Oh yeah, I already answered. This is a mob farm. Hostile mob farm for beta. Bing bop bing bop beep or I'm gonna be a pilot when I'm done with high school. Actually, being a pilot would be really cool. Like a fighter pilot would be cool. I mean, not actually fighting in wars, but like just being able to fly really fast in like a plane would be really cool. But that's really cool. That you have that aspiration. I think that's go for it. You know, that's cool. Hydrate, guys. Drink some water. Oh, water's so good. I want to go via the Air Force to fly jets, but I don't want to be stuck with the Air Force for 4 years and risk being sent to China for some stupid reason because the Prime Minister had their hurt feelings. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. What is this cobblestone stair witchcraft? This is a this is an invisible stair. So in beta Minecraft, you can make stairs invisible, and they turn into like this thing that you can just walk through and throw items through. And essentially, I'm making a mob farm with them, so that mobs think that they can walk on them, and they fall right through. So that's the idea. Alright, I want to... That's another layer done, which is kind of insane. I feel like we pumped that one out a bit quicker that time. Maybe I'm just going crazy. It's a very resource-intensive farm. But once it's done, I mean, I'm gonna have all the gunpowder in the world. This is essentially what this is for. I mean, I don't really need bones. I've already got like a bone farm. I don't really need bones. I don't need arrows. This is all about the gunpowder. More than anything else. But gunpowder is great. I love being able to blow everything up with TNT. TNT is the best. And you know what else this is? This is a project to work on. You know, some people are like, I don't know what to work on. I don't want to build a massive farm, but I want all the TNT. It's like, well, this is just, sometimes it's about the journey, not the destination, right? And that's what this is. This is a long journey. But the destination's gonna be lit. It's 2:30 here. I should really go to bed. Have to wake up at 7, lol. Damn, go to bed, Sir Fleet. Go to bed. It's too late. If you have to be up early, go to bed. Bed, now. Or you're grounded. You don't have a choice. Go to bed. Exactly. Everybody yell at him. Everybody yell at him now. Whoa! You guys see that creeper? That was scary. Alright, that's another layer complete. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more of them to go on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've only completed 5 on this side. That's crazy. We have 6 more to go on this side. And then 10 more on that side. This is crazy. Don't make me take your PlayStation. Go right to bed. You tell him. You tell him. Oh. Sorry, I'm just staring at you guys. Let's do one more layer. I was deciding whether I wanted to continue. I'm gonna do one more layer. Is this a hard end? No. One more layer. We're gonna do it, guys. One more layer. I got you. Good night, Sir Fleet. Rest well. It's school holidays. I must stay up. Let's go. I totally didn't even realize that. What happened to your right eye on your Minecraft skin? That's up to you to decide. I mean, I don't know. What do you think happened? I won't tell. Some people think it's a wink. Some people think I don't have an eye. I'm not saying. I'm not saying what the real one is. Just like the back of my head. Is it a crown? Is it a bun? It's up to you to decide. It's a crown, by the way. It's a crown. I have no idea what happened to his eye. I get it. I get it. Nah. Nah, Ryan. Nah. Nah. It's a crown. It's a crown. That one's pretty definitive. I think we all know what that one is. It's spilled orange juice. That's the top of my head. There's so many different features of me that are in such debate. Such high debate. No, yeah, I've got, okay, so I've got like the crown on my head, which is like, you know, the thing you put on your head, but then there's also the hair structure at the back of my head. Like, that is a crown. It's called a crown. I think you misunderstand, you know? Do. Does BoxBlair have one eye, or is he winking? That's the question. That's the question, you know? That's the true question. I just see a crown and a bun. I'm not sure which is which. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Damn it. That was dumb. Alright. Alright, that's that side done. The New South Wales Department of Education needs to be sacked. Okay. I played the 404 challenge earlier. Failed miserably on purpose, totally. I'm surprised no one's come along and had that blow up for them again recently. Feels like it's been a while since a 404 challenge has blown up, you know? Wait, it's turning night time. I should probably sleep. BoxBlair's emeralds in his crown look like he's picked his nose and quickly hit it in his. I assume you're gonna say hit it in my crown. It's not boogers. It's kind of meant to be like the neon grass, a reference to the neon grass of like old Minecraft. It's kind of the idea of why I turned it all into the green on every side. Olives actually did this crown. I really like it. Do you use a mod? Cause my skin's not showing in beta. Yeah, I use a mod. I use the proxy, the skin fix for beta. Like the Betacraft proxy. So if you're using like multi-MC or Prism Launcher or something like that, you can use the Betacraft proxy. If you search it up, you'll be able to find it. And yeah, that just allows you to have your skin. You missed the first part of the statement about education. Oh. I don't know where it is. I don't know whether it got hidden or something because I can't see it. How does one walk with their inventory open in beta 1.7.3? So you can, if you press the inventory button and walk at the same time, you can auto walk. So right now I'm not even holding my keyboard and I'm just walking. But if you press them at the same time, you can be in your inventory and doing stuff. I've gotten pretty good at it. It takes a little bit of practice. Sometimes you fail it, like just then. But it's kind of useful. I use it all the time now. And when I'm anytime I'm in like a version that isn't beta, I try and auto walk, and it really frustrates me that I can't walk with my inventory open in those versions. But it's yeah, it's kind of useful. Have you ever cosplayed as your skin? No, I haven't. I'm not really one into like dressing up and cosplaying and stuff. It's not really my deal. Sometimes for Halloween is probably the exception. But only if I kind of have a good reason to, or like I'm with my friends. But usually I'm not one to really dress up or anything like that. Is BoxBlair's dress blue or gold? That's actually really fun. That's actually hilarious. I should make a post about that. That's funny. I still remember. I can just remember walking normally in inventory open in older versions. Yeah, yeah. Even versions even older than beta, you can do it just like as like a feature. You don't even need to worry about it. But yeah, they got rid of that. But I guess it still remained a little bit in a glitched form. No. All right, let's play some dirt. My first statement about education mentioned exams if you can't find it. Yeah, I couldn't see it. I don't think it even showed up for me. Did trapdoors and sign not work in beta? I mean, signs definitely not. But trapdoors, I don't think they work the same way as they do in modern in beta. And either way, because the invisible stairs exist, it's kind of like a more effective way. You know, you can have one line of invisible stairs as opposed to two, like a gap of two with trapdoors on either side, you know. So it's like a little more efficient. In Bedrock on mobile, the auto walk is in game setting. Oh, interesting. Didn't know that. Alright, let's get this layer done. And then I think I'm going to go to bed. Bro, what's up? What farm are we building? Yo, what up? It's this is a hostile mob farm. There's the catchment system down there where the mobs die and all their items get collected. And right now we're building the mob spawning platforms. And this is the segment that turns on and off the farm. It'll have lava in there that'll have lava blades and such. Should be pretty cool. The real question is, BoxBlair really Australian or New Zealand? A New Zealander in disguise. Who knows? Actually succeeded in the 404 challenge, and when I was editing the video I recorded the 404 challenge, I was getting a screenshot of the thumbnail, but my world got deleted. No! That's devastation, man. That is devastation. I'm sorry to hear that. Unlucky. I remember I recorded a 404 video when I reached 404 subscribers, and I never released it. And then, not too long later, Gengar Juice came along with his 404 video, and it blew up. And it blew up. His was better than what mine would have been, though. But you never know. You never know. You know, if you don't take your chances, you never know what you're gonna miss. Life lesson there, guys. Life lesson. Write that down. Write that down. Write that down. Crazy Farm, also Australian here. Hell yeah, nice. I'm Italian, but I talk English. Let's go. Release the 404 files, BoxBlair. BoxBlair, any advice for surviving prelim exams at the end of year 11? Your health is more important than an exam result. You're not going to be able to effectively do your exam if you haven't slept, if you haven't eaten properly, if you aren't properly hydrated. If you're not looking after the fundamentals, then you're going to, doesn't matter how smart you are, you're going to be putting yourself at a disadvantage, you know? Look after the fundamentals, it's more important than any exam. And then go from there. Study hard, rest hard, and enjoy it in a weird way. Because in a funny way, like, as stressful it is and as real as it is right now, in a few years, it's kind of going to be the you're going to look back on it and be like, wow, how simple things were in a funny way. So don't get too short-sighted on it, I guess. I don't know. I'm not the best at giving advice, maybe. I'm gonna just become an alcoholic. That's the strat. Yeah, okay, that might work too. I just find it stupid to have to take English. Like, the fuck does Shakespeare have to do with real life? I mean, it's not about the Shakespeare. It's about your knowledge, your comprehension, right? Your ability to comprehend literature. It's not about it's not about learning Shakespeare and memorizing Shakespeare. It's about your comprehension and how smart you are at, or like how your ability is at taking information out of text, right? Seeing the nuances in text. Because if you can't do that, it makes it hard, you know, in other facets of life, you know. Then you wouldn't be able to tell if the politicians are telling the truth or not, you know. What they teach you isn't always about exactly what they're teaching you, you know. Gotta sleep again. My video now has 4 views. Let's go. Everyone go to Listen's video and watch it. After this. I'll send everyone to you after this. My friends can't do 10-year-old math sheets. Unlucky. Maybe the real exams were the friends we made along the way. Honestly, yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes that's the way. Bro, I regret cheating in school. I was cheating in math for like 3 years. Now I don't even remember the fundamentals. Yeah, if you cut corners, you cut corners, you know? And that's the unfortunate thing. And like, you know, sometimes it's not even your fault, right? Like sometimes it's the hand you're dealt and it's unfortunate, you know? I I feel like I had like I had an enjoyment for like history, you know? But I had a really like uninteresting teacher. You know, they like to say, "Oh, it's not the teacher, it's the student," you know, who makes a difference. It's like that's absolutely not true. Like in my first year of uni, I had like an insanely good uh chemistry teacher. Like she was unreal. Like helped so much and like really went through it all and it was really good. And then like second year when I was doing chemistry, I had like the absolute worst teacher. Like I no doubt he was insanely knowledgeable, like knew so much, right? But just was a terrible teacher. Like could not teach to save his life. Um and that just killed it for me. Like it was so hard to learn and I feel like that was a killer. So, you know, I don't think it's always, you know, it's not all on the student necessarily. That was the same with like maths. Like physics maths I could understand and I could enjoy because I had a teacher who was really good with it, right? But like regular maths, like I really found it frustrating and struggled with it because I had a teacher who like was really bad at teaching it to me. So I feel like yeah, there's you know, there's always multiple sides to a story, you know. This is your latest vid. Can you recognize the object while blindfolded speed test? Wait, what? Oh, is this like that's a suggestion, I see. BoxBlair, any advice for getting a girlfriend? I'm lonely. Uh I don't know. You gotta socialize a lot, I think. You gotta socialize a lot to to meet people and understand what you like, what other people like, you know, I don't know. Key is just a panic, I think. See girl, panic. I think that's the best advice. I'm joking, I'm joking. The only history I know is that everyone died. Hey, that's the way it is, you know? Every single person who's ever lived has died, so... You know, what are you gonna do? One moment. I had two amazing teachers when I was in secondary school. I didn't have a problem with the subjects, but those two teachers made the lessons so much more interesting. Yeah, 100%. Makes a huge difference. Some people don't live and still die. Check out... Oh. I don't really understand These memes. I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. Also so tired. Is this Betamore? I play beta Minecraft. Yes, this is Betamore. This is the Betamore server. Nope. Alright, we're almost there on this layer. It's almost done. What am I doing? I'm making a hostile mob farm. That's the catchment area down there where the mobs fall and die. It all ends up there. I'm actually making 2 of them. And then right now we're working on the spawning platforms, and up here is like where the lava streams turn the farm on and off are. This is beta Minecraft, by the way, so it's probably why it looks weird if you're not used to seeing beta Minecraft. No! I'm also making invisible stairs. No hoppers in beta? No, there's no hoppers in beta Minecraft. You have to stand there and collect them. I'm also making invisible stairs, which is like a little glitch you can do in beta Minecraft. Where you can walk through them, entities fall through them, but mobs think that they are solid blocks to walk on, so it makes the farm ever so slightly faster. Yeah, no hoppers. Sounds tricky. Not so tricky, just tedious. just takes a long time to make. The worst thing is when I drop my pistons off the side of the stupid thing and I can't be bothered to go get them. Because they are kind of expensive. On a nicer note, you and the boy are my favorite video makers on YouTube. That's elite. Ryan, you hear that? This guy loves you. I appreciate that, dude. It's a very kind thing to say. Whoever created the invisible stair house has a serious dedication. Who created the invisible stair house? I wish there was like a texture pack that existed that I could make it so that I could see them, you know, see at least like an outline of them once they were in place. Because then I could, it would be a lot easier to tell, you know, how much I have and haven't done. It's like not necessary, but it would be helpful. I agree. Shackled the Boy Ryan is also my favorite. And the other one you mentioned. The Boy Ryan and the Boy Ryan's friend. Crap. You're still a legend. Anyway, I'll leave you to this. Will you be at his live stream tonight at 8:30? Or do you not know? Wait. Me live stream at 8:30? Or is Ryan live streaming at 8:30? If Ryan's streaming at 8:30 tonight, I might be there. I might be able to make it. No, I probably won't be awake by then. But if I'm there, I'll be there, I guess. I don't know. Hey, BoxBlair, how good does it feel to have 100% have hundreds of YouTube notification? Pretty good. I like getting notifications. The more comments, the better. I like reading all the comments. Sometimes I don't reply to all of them, but reading them all is nice. So it feels good. It feels good. BoxBlair, you're messing up too much. Stop drinking. I'm not drinking. I'm just tired. It's been a long day. And I've been doing this for almost 3 hours. It's way longer than I thought I was going to be doing this. I remember when this guy had 200 subs. Hell yeah. I remember when this guy had 200 subs. I remember when this guy had 50 subs. You know, when Back to Beta started, this server started, I think I only had 300 or so subs. But I had between 300 and 350 subs. And Pepper and the last block joined, and they had 2,000 subs. And I was like, oh my god, the big leagues, man. The big leagues. Crazy. Oh, and then also, yeah, Jaren with 1 million subs was there, but, you know. That's different. That was different. Alright. Let's place these, and then we have officially finished this layer on this side. Alright, I want someone to go back. I want someone to go back and count how many times I died in this stream by falling off. And then leave a comment and I'll pin it. I'll pin it when I wake up in the morning. But go back and see if you can find how many times I died, because I feel like I died above average amounts of time. What happens when you're not paying attention, huh? There we go. Alright. We're above halfway on this side, which is elite. But it's definitely time for me to go to sleep, because I am tired. Let's see if there's any stuff down here. There is. Look at that. We even have some drops. Some mob drops. We're gonna have plenty of those later. I found BoxBlair back when I had a beta craze early 2020s. I don't know if I play beta anymore, but I still watch this guy. Let's go. I started watching when you had 1K subs. Hell yeah. Been around for a while then. I mean, you have been around for a while. I think one of the earliest subscribers I can remember was Pierre Dupont. Pierre Dupont. I think he's French. He's been around for ages. Every now and again he shows up. But I remember he was one of the first person who commented consistently. How many years has Back to Beta / Betamore been running now? It's been 3 years. Just over 3 years now. March? Is March when we have? No, April. April is when we have the anniversaries. So we just had a 3-year anniversary go past, which is kind of crazy. I also really love when Jaren posts videos of the server outside of like 2 shorts. Yeah, I wish. Alrighty. I can't remember which one I think I saw first, BoxBlair, when I was looking for a Beta 1.7.3 tutorial. Alright. I'm going to bed, guys. Thank thank you for hanging out at the stream. We made some pretty epic progress today. And we're not even halfway done. Maybe there'll be another stream. I don't know. I'll probably do it off camera. I don't know. Thanks for coming out, guys. Be on the lookout for video this weekend, because I'll probably have a video this weekend. So yeah. All right. Thanks for coming along. Laters.